What's up guys, this is Astranox. It's time for the showcase of Peira. This hero has 15 skill ups and I try her out in different team compositions. The really cool thing about this hero's skill is that there's so much stuff going on in there. This is not a selfish hero. Her skills help your team to deal more damage. She helps your team to take less damage. She provides stuns. She reduces buff duration by 1 turn. Immunity set, gone. And then she applies, restrict debuff, enable to be buff debuff, deals damage to everyone, gets an extra turn, provide the attack buff. She also has stealth. So you cannot attack her with single target attack. She gets barrier, helping her surviving that damage redirection upon herself. Stuns on skill 100% chance when you soul burn. Pretty crazy. So this hero, I have her built on speed and hit set. You can build her on speed, immunity. Different ways to build this hero, no matter your gear level. You're in early game, mid game, late game. You can have her built on a support build. Maybe a support hybrid damage build. So I'm pushing the damage. I have everything almost, right? I have high speed and effectiveness, the two most important things. You can push the health for a support build. But I went for high attack, crit damage, everything, right? Her own artifact, effectiveness, reduction of cooldown skill 2 and skill 3 when she uses the skill number 3, really cool. But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Today's video sponsor is the game Ace Defender. It is a high-quality SRPG masterpiece combining turn-based RPG battle with tower defense elements. This is an idle game. You get rewarded even if you are not in the game. Really cool. The game has over 40 chapters, nearly 2,000 levels, and 48 heroes with deep hero background stories. 2 new heroes are added to the game every 2 weeks. You can level up, combine heroes, and equip gear to create a powerful lineup. In terms of gameplay, we got PvE and we got PvP content, so you can explore dungeons and regions in PvE, engage in trials, level up your heroes, and collect rare items. In PvP, you can fight against other players within your server or across servers in different arenas. You got gameplay speed of 1, 2, or 4x. You want to speed it up or slow it down. There's a brand new hero. She's called Brenda, the Demon Spear, with the ability to deal massive damage in both PvE and PvP battles, limit her opponent's damage, and recover health on her own. A new feature, the Realm of Deities. There is a mysterious new world called Realm of Deities available soon in the game where you can build your castle, develop technology, and train soldiers to conquer the city for endless treasures. On the Realm of Deities map, you can defeat all kinds of monsters and get rewards, fight together with your allies, gain more power for your heroes through the magical research. New players who download the game from my link in the description of the video will be getting 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing Chapter 2 Level 8. You can use the tickets by clicking in the Sky City, go in the tavern, and recruit 10x. Start enjoying the game today by using my link in the description of the video or the pinned comment to download the game and get 10 free pulls. Good luck with your summons and have fun. Thanks a lot to Ace Defender for sponsoring this video.
The power dictates the rules.
Okay, so Peira. This hero is being used in teams with high speed, high offense, which means the battles are short. I'm using her own artifact, which provides effectiveness, which is good. Now the thing is, you want the battles to be longer because you're going to be able to use the skill 2 and 3 probably multiple times, which her artifact is definitely going to help for. Now, the way I have her built, since I wanted to try out her own artifact, right? But I will be trying her out on other artifacts. Like, I feel like Alexa's Basket could be quite powerful. Imagine getting greater attack buff. 75% attack buff. Since her skill 3, it's happening after she uses the skill number 2, which is the damaging skill, right? And it's providing attack buff for your team, but not herself. Now, if you have Alexa's Basket, 75% more attack. If it triggers, maybe crit chance buff. Maybe you don't have her built with 100% crit chance, so you could put that to good use, but it's a chance. Now, if you have her on a support build, something you can do is wear Warhorn. Attack for your team and herself is good. The combat readiness, when 3 enemies go, that's more cycling. She can go faster, which is good. It's definitely good. Now, there's some other options. Imagine using Secret Art Storm Sword. That artifact would provide her with up to 25% combat readiness when the enemy uses a non-attack skill. So she could push her CR, cut, right after they use a non-attack skill. So she would go, and then she would get a tag buff, which is great because you want to first open up with the skill number 2, which attacks everyone. So I feel like that could be really interesting because I really like the synergy between Peira and Edda. Now that's really cool because the skill 3 is a non-attack skill. And Edda, when she doesn't have the skill 3 on cooldown, she gets a combationness push, which means Edda can be built slower. And if you didn't use the skill number 3 yet, you can use multiple non-attack skill in the battle. I'm using Rosie's skill 3, non-attack skill, and I'm using Peira's skill number 3, which is a non-attack skill. So Edda, it's 20% combationness push every time. So she can be built even slower than I have her built, which means more room for attack, crit damage, maybe even effectiveness, so she can, push back combationness, better chance to land stun on them. So really cool combo. I mean, I'm using it often because I really like the synergy, just pointing that out. But the issue is that both heroes are ice. Now, this hero, Peira, she's ice, right? So green violet is going to be problematic. Not so much if you have her on a support build, because you're going to have a pretty substantial health pool, right? I'm running her with less than 10,000 health. So imagine when I'm using the skill number 2, right? It attacks everyone. Counter set. Elbrus Ritual Sword. Problematic. Green Violet can just counter attack her and take her out before she gets the barrier. That is dangerous. Rimuru, right? If you don't have enough health and defense, but I would be building health on her because she has 30% damage redirection when your allies take damage. So health is going to be better, right? So definitely having her on a support build in longer battles on her own artifact, I think that would be pretty solid. Now what you can do is have much higher speed, let's say. You can have more effectiveness, so that means more reliable to actually land your debuffs, reduce buff duration by 1 turn, land those stuns, which could be really powerful, especially with a 100% chance with the soul burn for 10 souls. That's nice. You can also have ML says, he can just take out targets that are stunned. Very cool. Now, I try her out with a high offense build. Definitely not for everyone. I wanted to see the damage, and the damage can be boosted. Imagine Alexa's Basket, 75% more attack. That would be pretty substantial damage increase right there. Yes, you have to be lucky. Maybe I could use the Guild War Unity artifact so she would get some hit chance. I mean, I could counter some of the 50% chance miss versus Earth heroes down to 30%. That's good. Or counter some evasion mechanism or Moonlight Dreamblade. That's nice. On a support build, what you can do is wear Oath Key. Now, Oath Key, everyone can get that artifact, so that's definitely a viable one. You don't even need her own artifact, and it's going to be better in shorter battles, right? But if the battles drag on and you can use skill 2 and 3 more often, of course, her own artifact is pretty solid for that. Now, in terms of damage, I am not impressed, to be honest, guys, because she doesn't have a tag buff. If you are able to give her a tag buff, right, before she uses the skill 2, then of course you can expect more damage, 50% attack. It's nothing to scoff at. Now, there's different ways to build this hero, which I like, right? I said you can build this hero with various type of stats. You don't need to have insane stats like I have. I really went with so many different things, and I feel like it'd be better if you specialize the hero into high speed and high effectiveness. With that 128 base speed, that means it's going to be an easy way for you to open with her and go first. Which means the skill 2 attacks everyone and gets her an extra turn. So that means you can follow up, with the skill 3, of course. But imagine you have Challenger Domino in the team. She's going to be getting combat finesse for every critical hit that you land. Very cool. Now, to pull that off, what you need to do is build her with high speed as much as possible with a decent amount of effectiveness. Because, of course, you want to reduce buff duration off of the enemy. You want to land restrict. You want to land enable to buff debuff. You want to land those stuns. That's good. Maybe you don't even get to the stuns because you're dealing so much damage against them, right? If you go for that build, I mean, the damage is not going to be something you're looking for, but every bit helps if you're going for like crazy offense, right? But Challenger Domino is going to follow up, and that's going to be pretty juicy. Really deadly combo because your team has attack buff, including Challenger Domino, and then Challenger Domino gives crit chance buff for your team. So imagine the other two heroes, right? They are pretty powered up right there. So I really like that. Of course, there's going to be problems like Caides, non-attack skill from Peira, Challenger Domino non-attack skill as well. So you have to keep that in mind. And combat finesse will be halved versus Caides. A problem. Celine is a problem also. So you do have to keep that in mind when you use a non-attack skill. You want to ban a Caides. Maybe you want to pick her. You want to ban a Celine unless you are baiting her. Maybe you know that the highest attack hero on your team is going to be like Arbiter Vildred or Chiron, right? Or a hero that has immortality. So, or a hero that cannot be one-shotted like Tempest Surin, Spirit Eye Celine. So basically, this Celine, right, will be attacking that hero, which cannot be defeated in one hit. So that's good. That's a way to like deal with a hero like that. So Peira, so far, I feel like she'd be better in a specialized build, or you could go hybrid and have some damage, but it's mostly for speed effectiveness, you know, health, pretty good health, and then you go with crit chance main stat neck. If you want the option of having, you know, the Challenger Domino combo, which I think could be really strong. I just don't have Challenger Domino built on that 4th account of mine, right? But I'll try it out later on. I wish I could have her on my first account, man. That's the thing. I don't have the MolaGora. I don't even have the bookmarks. I don't even have the fodders to 6-star her, unfortunately. But I'll get to it one day. It's not a limited hero, right? So you could later down the line get her, right? A must-pull. No, not a must-pull hero. But there's definitely some really interesting things that you can do with this hero. Like the fact that she absorbs a lot of damage. She has stealth and barrier, which means like single target attacks will not reach her, right? So she can be in the shadows. She can just land some stuns here. She may be able to cycle so much that she's able to go again with the skill 2 and 3. Imagine if you have a lot of speed, you're going to be able to get that combo to happen again, which is quite dangerous, especially if you are using that combo to your advantage. Maybe you're reducing the buff duration by 1 turn. Okay, other buffs are getting reduced by 1 turn, but the immunity buff, immunity set, big deal because you can do so many combos with heroes that can land a bunch of debuffs on the enemy team. You want to load them with stuns, you want to load them with so many different crippling debuff, so they are hitting like wet noodles. It's always good to have that to your disposal. It's better than removing a buff because you can just bypass like a barrier from Fa and Cecilia. It's great. I really like that. And the fact that she gets an extra turn is so powerful, man. Like, you can do skill 2 into 3 or skill 2 into skill 1, depending on the situation. Soul burn for 100% stun. It's quite deadly. Survivability for your team. I really like this hero, and I feel like there's so many different ways to approach this hero, no matter your gear level. And she looks awesome. That's the thing. Let us know what you guys think about all that in the comment section. That's it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.